Oh my gosh. All right, we're just about ready here. Here comes the new song, you guys. Here it is. It's showtime, my friend. How nice, come on in. It's so good to see you again. Got stories to share. I'm virtually there. It's showtime, my friend. It's showtime, my friend, with a tear or a grin. We're chomping a bit to begin. Wear sweatpants or slacks, let's take out the snacks. It's showtime, my friend. If you have to go, I want you to know it's easy to sign right back in. Connection too slow, hope you don't miss the show. It's showtime, my friend. Play it now. It's time to prepare for our online affair. I do hope you'll stay till the end. Tuned up my axe, sit back and relax. No matter how your day has been, we'll make you smile, make it all worth your while. It's showtime, it's starting in no time. It's showtime, my friend. So there it is. That's the new song, the new opening song that's supposed to replace our favorite old song by Willie Nelson. But, you know, I kept thinking if I'm going to keep doing this, I don't want to get into some hot water because I don't have the, don't have the permission to use the song. So let's see what we have over here. You hear the new song? Okay, hello, Brendan. And you guys let me know if you heard that and did it sound okay? I may do it again later in the show just in case. Oh, I see waving hands and applause and nice lyrics. Yeah. Hey, I should tell you, too, I teamed up with a fellow in our Nashville Songwriters group, a guy by the name of Tom Fritz, a young fella who said, yeah, let's do this thing. And, boy, I'll tell you, it was really cool because he wrote about 12 verses of this thing, of which I only used about 5 here. He might have even written more than that. And we just kept going back and forth and saying, okay, which are the best ones? We even went out to GPT, the AI program, to see if we could find something. And actually, it didn't write anything nearly as good as what Tom came up with. So I'm happy with what we got. And I may continue to work with this one and see what else I come up with it. But just wanted to have the same kind of beat and the fun kind of thing like on the road again, or on the web again in our case. All right, now let me get a couple adjustments over here. And I'm going to pull a couple of 50s songs out tonight. One of them is one of my favorite ones, At the Hop. Perfect opening song. Blue Moon and At the Hop are the great ones for this. The Sha-Na-Na used to open with this one. So here we go. Let's get it, guys. Oh, let me see. I have to... I didn't put my chords down. I may have to start it twice. Okay, we'll see how it goes. At the Hop. That's it. Okay, got it now. I'm cool. Here we go. Now. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. Well, you can rock and you can roll and you can slap and you can soul it at the hop. When the record starts spinning, you can listen with the chicken at the hop. Do the dance sensation that's sweeping the nation at the hop. Let's go to 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 the hop. Come Well, you can swing it, you can groove it, you can really start to move it at the hop. Where the jockey is the smoothest and the music is the coolest at the hop. All the cats and chicks can get their kicks at the hop. Let's go to the hop. Let's go to the hop, oh baby. Let's go to the hop, oh baby. Let's go to the hop. Come on, let's go to the hop. Let's go. Well, you can rock and you can roll it, you can slap and you can stroll it at the hop. Where the record is the smoothest and the jockey is the coolest at the hop. Where the dance sensation that's sweeping the nation at the hop. You can swing it, you can groove it, you can really start to move it at the hop. Where the jockey is the smoothest and the music is the coolest at the hop. All the guys and chicks can get their kicks at the hop. Let's go. Let's go to the hop. Let's go to the hop. Oh baby. Let's go to the hop. Oh baby. Let's go to the hop. Come on. Let's go to the hop. Let's go. Yeah, that's really fun. Get that piano part. I couldn't play that. Mark, you could have played that, I suppose, couldn't you? So what I did is I used MIDI and I just painted the notes on the screen and then put them close enough together so I went but I really like that beat. They used to do that in a lot of music from the 50s. Even the slow songs, they go even the 6/8 ones that. Oh yes, I'm the great pretender. All that. It's that was a really insistent part, and it really drives the song along really nicely. Well, I'm going to do one of my mom's favorite songs. She used to do this. She would do this when we go out and do karaoke. It's been quite a while since we went out and did that, and I don't think she's with us here today because she had to travel a little bit today, and she might not have returned. And if she did, she might be napping, I'll tell you. So, yep, he has done. Oh, Mark has done that one. You've done at the hop before? Woo! Okay, way to go. And did you have to? Was it that fast? I'll tell you when I worked with Seeley and Baldori. Bob Seeley, he would play some of those boogie woogie things, and at some point, he would, at the end of the song, he'd just go like that, and he was good to go. But a lot of other players, when they had to play some of that boogie woogie stuff, their arms would ache afterwards. But he played that kind of stuff so much, he had a really strong wrist. Unfortunately, he now is suffering from Alzheimer's disease and doesn't know where he is half the time. What a sad thing for somebody who was a monstrous player like that. Well, anyway, here we go. This is called Red Roses for a Blue Lady. It says, let's see, I want to look at this. What performer do you meet in real life? Okay, so here we go. Red Roses for a Blue Lady. I want some red roses for a blue lady. Mr. Florist, take my order, please. We had a silly quarrel the other day. I hope these pretty flowers chase her blues away. I want some red roses for a blue lady. Send them to the sweetest girl in town. And if they do the trick, I'll hurry back to pick your best white orchids for her wedding gown. We had a silly quarrel the other day. I hope these pretty flowers chase her blues away. I want some red roses for a blue lady. Send them to the sweetest girl in town. And if they do the trick, I'll hurry back to pick your best white orchids for her wedding gown. Her best white orchids for her wedding gown. I want some red roses for a blue lady. Her best white orchids for her wedding gown. Yes, I want you to pick her best white orchids for your wedding gown. I don't know. The words come there. Sometimes the words are there, and sometimes there are other words there that don't quite fit the song. Hey, you know, this next one I'm going to do, I want to do Rhinestone Cowboy. I've really enjoyed this song and this arrangement, this a recording of it. But it seems like I did this just recently. When I looked back at my database, it said I hadn't done it for you guys in quite some time. The last time, I mean, I've done it recently for some of the audiences I played for in person at the retirement centers, but not for you. Anyway, recording is really terrific. I hope they don't block it out when we get over there on when YouTube posts it. But anyway, whatever. Here it is, Rhinestone Cowboy, and it goes like this. I've been walking these streets so long, singing the same old song. I know every crack in these dirty sidewalks of Broadway, where hustle's the name of the game, and nice guys get washed away like the snow and the rain. There's been a load of compromising on the road to my horizon, but I'm gonna be where the lights are shining on me, like a rhinestone cowboy riding out on a horse in a star-spangled rodeo. Like a rhinestone cowboy, getting cards and letters from people I don't even know, and offers coming over the phone. I really don't mind the rain, and a smile can hide all the pain. But you're down when you're riding the train that's taking the long way. And I dream of the things I'll do with a subway token and $1 tucked inside my shoe. There's been a load of compromising on the road to my horizon, but I'm gonna be where the lights are shining on me, like a rhinestone cowboy riding out on a horse in a star-spangled rodeo, like a rhinestone cowboy, getting cards and letters from people I don't even know, and offers coming over the phone. Like a rhinestone cowboy like a rhinestone cowboy, getting cards and letters from people I don't even know, like a rhinestone cowboy, riding out on a horse in a star-spangled rodeo, like a rhinestone cowboy, getting cards and letters from people I don't even know, and offers coming over the phone. Oh, you saw me laughing during that. I was laughing because my voice would squeak like a rhinestone cowboy on a rodeo. Man, I am so appreciative of Glenn Campbell. He would do that. He would just like throw it away like it was nothing. And that's a 2-octave range. It's not that it's huge, but it's right at the top of where my voice goes, and most of the time it's there. I was at a jam session on Saturday, and I was doing some hard rock stuff. I think I weakened my voice a little bit in that range, so that it's not quite where I'd like it to be today. But regardless of that, I have a really nice song here, one that I think I might have only done for you once before, from what I can figure here. It's a song that Kenny Rogers had a huge hit with. A lot of people don't know that it was written by Lionel Richie, who had so many hit songs of his own, but for some reason he saved this one for Kenny Rogers. Not only that, but Lionel Richie was in the studio with Kenny, guiding him through the vocals. In fact, they agreed to team up. Kenny asked him, said, "Do you have something for me?" And he said, "I want you to produce me, and I want you to do it. Have me sing your way." So that's real interesting to realize that Kenny had been guided, and he said it was kind of difficult, but he learned a lot from it. So I thought that's real interesting. So here it is, a beautiful song called "Lady." Lady, I'm your knight in shining armor, and I love you. You have made me what I am, and I am yours. My love, there's so many ways I want to say I love you. Let me hold you in my arms forevermore. You have gone and made me such a fool. I'm so lost in your love, and oh, we belong together. Won't you believe in my song? Lady, for so many years I thought I'd never find you. You have come into my life and made me whole. Forever, let me wait to see you each and every morning. Let me hear you whisper softly in my ear. In my eyes, I see no one else but you. There's no other love like our love. And yes, oh yes, I'll always want you near me. I've waited for you for so long. I need, and beside me is where I want you to be. 'Cause my love, there is something I want you to know. You're the love of my life. You're my lady. Oh, lady. Woo! That's quite a song. Good work, Lionel Richie and Kenny D. You did. What was I going to tell? Oh, I know. I was so busy singing my opening song that I forgot to say hi to everybody. Hi, Jack and Barb. Hi, Joan. And I know Bob is in the background somewhere there. Let's see. We have Bud, Brent, and Jeannie. Man, I just skipped over you guys totally. Mark Wright and and Kim. And well, you guys can see who's here. But I want to say hi to you guys, okay? And Susan Curtis got here. And Mark Durbin, the other Mark. Hello, Mark. Mark E. Fresh. Yeah. Are you doing rap now, Mark? Is that how that's going? I'll do the rap and a thing. Yeah, right. Yeah. I'd like to see you do that, Durbin. Yeah, that'd be fun. See you do a rap. Well, said I was going to do another 50 song. A couple of them I had here, maybe even a third one. This one is a cool one called by the group called the Silhouettes. And they did a song called "Get a Job," and this is the one where Sha-na-na got their name because it goes mama yip 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 mama get a job Sha-na-na Sha-na-na, and that's where the Sha-na-na came from, right in there. So I was going to explain one other thing too. You'll see me sometimes turn my head like this. Well, there are a couple of reasons. One is when you say words that have a P or a B at the beginning, especially, they call those plosives. Or you might imagine explosives, but plosives they call them. And you can hear when I go, p, 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 you can hear that air hit there. P. Well, sometimes I will try to turn my head, and that way those letters can go by. But also, especially on certain, big, powerful ones, I will try to turn my head a little bit too, or just back away, which you see all the time happening. There are things that you can get. You get a little screen, or a big screen actually, that goes in front of there that blocks it, but that doesn't help us, I don't know about you guys, but my hearing is such now I need to read lips a little bit and along with the singing. So I don't want to put a big thing in front of there. That's one. And what's the other? Well, I guess it's just I know how to sing that way. I've been doing this for 50 some years. I think I probably do that. So anyway, regardless of all that stuff, here is yip 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 mum get a job. Hang on a second while I make a couple adjustments. Here we go. There's that. Oh, I got to get my note. Yeah, that's it. Here we go. I got it now.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Yip 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 mum get a job. Sha-na-na-na, sha-na-na-na, get a job. We'll get a job. Sha-na-na-na, sha-na-na-na, I get a job. Sha-na-na-na, sha-na-na-na. Yip 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 mum get a job. Sha-na-na-na, sha-na-na-na. Well, every morning about the time baby gets and said to get a job. Well, after breakfast every day she go to one is every way, and she never fails to say, get a job. I get a job, sha-na-na-na, sha-na-na-na. I get a job, sha-na-na-na, sha-na-na-na. I get a job. Well, when I get the paper, I read it through and through, and my girl, she never fails to see if there is any work for me. When I go back to the house, I hear the woman's mouth preaching and a crying, tell me that I'm lying about a job that I never could find. Ba-do, sha-na-na, sha-na-na-na. Get a job, sha-na-na-na, sha-na-na-na. I get a job, sha-na-na-na, sha-na-na-na. Ma-ma-ma-ma-ma-ma. Get a job, sha-na-na-na. Play that saxophone. Well, when I get the paper, I read it through and through, and my girl, she never fails to see if there is any work for me. And when I go back to the house, I hear that woman's mouth a preaching and a crying, tell me that I'm lying about a job that I never could find. Sha-na-na-na, sha-na-na-na. I get a job. I get a job. I get a job. Mama, get a job. Well, get a job. I get a job. I get a job. I get a job. Sha-na-na-na, sha-na-na-na. The Silhouettes, and by golly, I sang all the parts on that, all those backgrounds. The da, da. Oh man, it was a lot of fun doing it because you know I listened to the original records and I go, okay, that guy's doing this, and then I try to duplicate it, and then some of these guys' voices were pretty high. There's that upper range in some cases, man. You got a tenor, and I'm trying to do it as a baritone. Well, okay. I want to do a song here for you by George Harrison from the Beatles. It's called Something, and let me see here. The chord. I want to look at one little part here. Yes, and then there's a C. All right, I'm going to try it. I ran through it a little bit earlier, and the high notes, I know, I probably will. I'm going to cheat and go lower. I don't know what, I know Frank Sinatra did this song, and I should go back and listen to him and how he did it. He might have fudged those high notes too. So beautiful song. In fact, this song was so beautiful and went so high on the charts that Paul McCartney said that he started feeling guilty that they didn't give George more room on their records. They were always, John and Paul were kind of always trying to one-up each other, and they kind of didn't include the other guys quite as much. Oh, you got a song? Yeah, we need one extra song. I guess we'll use your song. And it turned out to be this one, so among others. He's done other songs, too. So let's see. Oh, let me get my reverb over here. Okay. Dee-dee-dee-dee. Something in the way she moves attracts me like no other lover. Something in the way she woos me. I don't want to leave her now. You know I'm believing how. Somewhere in her smile, she knows that I don't need no other lover. something in her style that shows me I don't want to leave her now. You know I'm believing how. You're asking me, will my love grow? I don't know. I don't know. You stick around, now it may show. I don't know. I don't know. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Something like that. Something in the way she knows, and all I have to do is think of her in the way she shows me. I don't want to leave her now. You know I believe in how. Well, George, I could have done better in a couple of areas there, but I got a chance to put it out there. I'll bring it up again one of these days and find some other little alternatives. I'm going to go listen to Frank Sinatra's version too to see how he did it. Kim Wright says, giving Bowser a run for the money. Now, how does that? So how does that work? Oh, Bowser. Oh, dip 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 dip. Mum. You know though. He was definitely a bass voice. You know that song, Elvira? Is that the right key? Giddy up, mow, mow, giddy up, mow, mow. I can do that, but you know, man, to have those guys with those great, cool, deep, rumbling voices, especially the ones they used to have in those 50s groups, really cool stuff. Well, I remember one of them, my favorite ones was Charlie Brown. He's like, why's everybody always picking on me? Had a cool, really low voice. Woo, yeah. All right. Well, anyway, on this one, I want to do as good as I can for you guys. Sometimes I'm working on the electronics and the lighting, as Jack and I worked on quite a bit until we got it looking pretty good. Although today was kind of interesting. I noticed, you see the coat over here, it's just, in a few cases, it starts to fade away. But that's because one of the lights is coming down from the other side and it's messing up the green screen thing. Doesn't know what to do. Well, okay, even though that last one I did not attempt to do, or I tried to hit some of the high notes, this one, it's different for some reason. I actually have to hit higher notes, but they don't have to be as pretty. Because this one, I'm pretty sure this was written by John Lennon. And Kim, you might look that up. Sometimes you run out there on Google and check things out. This is called Don't Let Me Down. It'll probably say Lennon-McCartney, but they always said whoever sang the song was the one who wrote it usually. I think that's how it goes. So this is called Don't Let Me Down. One of the interesting things, too, is it changes time signatures. It's in 4/4 for don't let me down. 2, 3, 4. When it gets to this next thing, nobody ever loved me like she does, it adds an extra beat in there, which is kind of interesting. So, here we go. Let me put a little reverb over here. she does me. Yeah, yeah, she does. And if somebody ever loved me like she do me, ooh, she do me. Yes, she does. Don't let me down. Don't let me down. Don't let me down. Don't let me down. And from the first time that she really done me, she done me good. I guess nobody ever really done me. Yeah, they done me. They done me good. Hey, don't let me down. Don't let me down. Don't let me down. Don't let me down. I'm in love for the first time. Don't you know it's gonna last? It's a love that lasts forever. It's a love that has no past. Don't let me down. Yeah, don't let me down. Don't let me down. Don't let me down. Woo! Hey, that wasn't too bad. Just a second here, guys. After messing up the other ones, I'm good. Written as an anguished love song to Yoko Ono. Yes, all right. Glad to know that. Plus, especially when it got to the 4/4 part, when I'm in love for the first time. I mean, that is John Lennon's voice. That's not Paul. I could tell as soon as I got to it, I could hear it, not in my voice, but I could hear his voice singing it. Don't you know it's gonna last? Yeah. Woo! That's really cool. By the way, there's a song I'm working on with a couple of songwriters right now that I hope will be ready next week. But woo! This is going to be a good one. It's going to be really good. It's going to be a heart-wrenching type song. Beautiful, beautiful song. Well, I won't even go much more into it, but okay. You know, I had one other thought too. A few of you that weren't able to get here right at the beginning, I might repeat my beginning song. I don't want you to get tired of it or anything, but okay. Anyway, thanks. Yeah, thanks for looking that up for me, for Kim. I appreciate that. Let's see what I have here. I want to do. This is one. Somebody. I was playing in a little retirement place the other day, and a lady said. She said, "Oh, can you put the lime into coconut?" And I said, "I've never played that, but I just heard about it, and I'll tell you guys about this." Speaking of the Beatles and all, Harry Nilsson is the guy who wrote and recorded this song, and he wrote it on a dare. I think it was with John Lennon. I think he was betting John Lennon something. John Lennon said they were talking about some kind of a 2-chord song that was popular, and John said, "Well, there'll never be a song that only has 1 chord in it, not a hit song." And Harry said, "Bet me." And so they bet some money. I don't know what it was. And Harry wrote this song, which has 1 chord. Now, it has an alternating bass line. I'm going to try to put this up here for you can see. Watch this finger here. See, it jumps back to the next string. So it almost has the feeling of a two-chord song, but it's truly the rest of the notes are just that one note, these chords. So I'm gonna try this one. We'll see how it comes out. The song is really pretty goofy. Oh, I should explain. There's something I did not know about this song when I heard it many years ago. Coconut juice, coconut milk, not the flavoring, but the actual coconut milk. If you drink a bunch of coconut milk, it is oh my God, I can't think of the word now. Makes you have to go to the bathroom. What gives you diarrhea, basically. Well, another thing that'll give you diarrhea is lime juice. So she put the lime in the coconut. No wonder she called the doctor. But of all the dumb things, the doctor tells her, well, if stomach hurts, why don't you put some lime in a coconut and drink it all up? Doctor, that is the dumbest advice that you could give somebody. So keep that in mind. The doctor is kind of punishing her for waking him up in the night. And so he tells her, diuretic, there you go. Oh, my God. All right, so... brother bought a coconut, he bought it for a dime. His sister had another one, she paid it for the lime. She put the lime in the coconut, she drank them both up. She put the lime in the coconut, she drank them both up. She put the lime in the coconut, she drank them both up. And put the lime in the coconut. She called the doctor, woke him up, said, Doctor, ain't there nothing I can take? He said, Doctor, to relieve this bellyache. I said, Doctor, ain't there nothing I can take? I said, Doctor, to relieve this bellyache. Now, let me get this straight. You put the lime in the coconut, you drink them both up. You put the lime in the coconut, you drink them both up. You put the lime in the coconut, drink them both up. You put the lime in the coconut. You called me up, you woke them up, said, Doctor, ain't there nothing I can take? I said, Doctor, to relieve this bellyache. She said, Doctor, ain't there nothing I can take? I said, Doctor, to relieve this bellyache. A lime in the coconut, you drink them both up. You put the lime in the coconut, drink it all up. You put the lime in the coconut, get it all up. You put the lime in the coconut. Called the doctor, woke him up, said, Doctor, ain't there nothing I can take? I said, Doctor, to relieve my bellyache. I said, Doctor, ain't there nothing I can take? I said, Doctor, to relieve this bellyache. Ooh, ooh. Ooh, ooh. Do, 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 do. Ooh, ooh. Ooh, ooh. La da 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 da. And it starts all over again, does the same thing. Why don't I do a little bit? A brother bought a coconut, he bought it for a dime. His sister had another one, she paid it for the lime. She put the lime in the coconut, she drank them both up. She put the lime in the coconut, she drank them both up. She put the lime in the coconut, drank them both up. She put the lime in the coconut. She called the doctor, woke him up, said, Doctor, ain't there nothing I can take? I said, Doctor, to relieve this bellyache. I said, Doctor, ain't there nothing I can take? I said, Doctor, to relieve the bellyache. He said, now let me get this straight. You put the lime in the coconut, drink them both up. You put the lime in the coconut, you drink them both up. You put the lime in that coconut, you drink them both up. You put lime in the coconut, you call me up, you woke me up, said, Doctor, ain't there nothing I can take? You said, Doctor, to relieve this bellyache. I said, Doctor, ain't there nothing I can take? A doctor, oh, you're such a foolish woman, said. They fade out on the record, so I don't know what to do, so I just hit the last chord. Anyway, it's a silly song, but, you know, he won. He won that bet with John. Another thing about Harry Nilsson was a very unique person. He had a way of really engaging people with, like, building deep friendships with people in a fairly short time, and sometimes he would just move on, and these people would be totally devastated when he wouldn't hang out with them anymore for whatever reason. And it wasn't necessarily a good thing to hang out with him because he was a heavy drinker, and he always got other people to drink with him. You know, you got that kind of friend. Come on, man, we can do it. It's okay. You know, and a lot of people, some people just had to say, finally, man, I gotta get away from this guy. I'm gonna ruin my life. Another real interesting thing about him, aside from this fellow, when I tell you how deep those friendships were. There was one fella that he worked with in a studio. He was a producer, produced a few of his albums, and then he moved on to another producer. And the guy was absolutely devastated that Harry was no longer wanting to work with him and be his friend. And the Beatles, too. The Beatles, three of the Beatles, Paul was not one of them who hung out much with Harry, but Ringo definitely did. Let me see, I don't know that George Harrison, but definitely Ringo and John Lennon hung out with him, and a lot. And what a cool thing to be hanging out with the Beatles as your best friends. I mean, woo! Ain't there nothing I can take to get a Beatle to hang out with me? Nothing. All right. I see Corinne is here. You know, I'm going to try to find, I wonder if I can find this song that I want here. No, this database is acting weird. I was going to do a song for you specifically, Corinne. I had one I did a few weeks ago. It was the one about, now I can't even name it. The one about being on the road and turn the page. Yeah, since I did it recently, I won't do it again right now, but okay. Let's see what else we got. Oh, here's just a beautiful song. Is this the right one? Yeah, this is We've Only Just Begun by the Carpenters. And my gosh, I keep listening to their music. I go back and read things about them. A lot of people don't know that many of the musicians that played on the Carpenters albums were like we knew that Karen was a drummer, but she did not play on her own albums. They had studio guys to do that, and also. Of course, Richard Carpenter did play piano on there, but on some of them, he even occasionally would have other people come in. Not very often, but he played piano on most of them. But all these guys played this stuff. And this one, We've Only Just Begun, was meant to be a bank commercial. And when the Carpenters checked into a hotel, he saw this commercial on the TV, because you couldn't fast forward and you didn't stream like we do now. He saw the commercial on TV and immediately checked to find out where did this song come from. Found out it was by a couple of songwriters by the name of Paul Williams and Roger Nichols. And Paul Williams was a guy, we saw him a lot on The Tonight Show. He was in some of the crazy movies with Burt Reynolds. Anyway, Paul Williams, when Richard talked to Paul, he said, now, is there more to this song than what they played in the commercial? So yeah, it's a full, complete song. And so Richard said, well, send it to me, and here is their song. They'd been looking for a hit for a long time. So here it is, We've Only Just Begun. We've only just begun to live. White lace and promises, a kiss for luck, and we're on our way. We've only begun before the rising sun. We fly so many roads to choose. We'll start out walking and learn to run. And yes, we've just begun. Sharing horizons that are new to us. Watching the signs along the way. talking it over, just the two of us, working together day to day, together. And when the evening comes, we smile. So much of life ahead. We'll find a place where there's room to grow. And yes, we've just begun. Sharing horizons that are new to us, watching the signs along the way, talking it over, just the two of us, working together day to day, together, together. And when the evening comes, we smile. So much of life ahead. We'll find a place where there's room to grow. And yes, we've just begun. That is just a sweet, sweet song, man. All right, now I want to bring forward one that I haven't done in a long time. Don't know why. I guess I keep trying to bring you new things when I can. And we only have a few. This one is Boogie Woogie Bugle Boy. It was recorded by the Andrews Sisters. And there were three of them. Well, somebody might not know that. So there were three Andrews Sisters. And when I got the track for this, the backing track, there were no backup harmonies on there, so I had to sing the harmony parts myself. Oh, thank you, Kim. Kim and Mark, I appreciate that. I know you love that one, Corinne, but I just, well, I'll do it again in the future. So anyway, Boogie Woogie Bugle Boy. Oh, so I have to do the trumpet parts with my mouth, too. So I sang the background parts, and I'm doing the trumpet parts. Here we go. Ba, 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 da, ba, ba, da, ba, doodle, da, ba, doodle, da, ba, da, ba, da, ba, doo, ba, da, ba. He was a famous trumpet man from out Chicago way. He had a boogie style that no one else would play. He was a top man at his craft. And then his number came up and he was gone with the draft. He's in the army now, a blowing reveille. He's the Boogie Woogie Bugle Boy of Company B. They made him blow a trumpet for Rick Sam. It really brought her down because he couldn't jam. The camp to seem to understand. Because the next day the cat went out and drafted a band. And now the company jumps when he plays reveille. He's the Boogie Woogie Bugle Boy of Company B. A toot, a toot, a tootly-otta, tootly-otta, put the time blowing 8 to the 5. He can't blow a note unless it pays the guitar play with him. He makes the company jump when he blows reveille. He's the Boogie Woogie Bugle Boy of Company B. He was our Boogie Woogie Bugle Boy of Company B. When he plays Boogie Woogie Bugle, he's as busy as a bee. And when he plays, he makes the company jump 8 to the bar. He's the Boogie Woogie Bugle Boy of Company B. A toot toot toot, a toot tootly oogly doogly toot toot toot. He's blowing 8 to the bar. He can't blow a note if the bass and guitar isn't with him. And the company jumps when he plays reveille. He's the Boogie Woogie Bugle Boy of Company B. Ba 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 da ba 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 dum da 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 ba da ba da da. He puts the boys asleep with Boogie every night and wakes them up the same way in the early bright. They clap their hands and stamp their feet because they know when he plays, when someone gives him a beat, he really breaks it up when he plays reveille. He's the boogie woogie bugle boy of Company B. Da 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 da. Ba da 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 da. Ba da 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 da. Da 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 da. And the company jumps when he plays reveille. He's the boogie woogie bugle boy of Company B. Hoo-hoo-hoo, Company B. That's really a cool song and very, very clever. Songwriting is a really tricky thing. You try to figure out something that people be interested. You end up writing a love song or a lost love song, and then occasionally you come across these ones that are just like, what's this? I mean, there's another song called All About That Bass. Brilliant song. I mean, just stuff that when they're about things that aren't just straight love songs and if you're a rapper, shoot somebody songs. I don't know. I don't want to put it all in that category. Don't get me wrong. But anyway, very cool. All right, here's what I want to do. For some of you people who were not able to get here right at the beginning, I want to redo the song that I did earlier. This is my new theme song. This is now replacing On the Web Again from the beginning of my shows. It's just called Showtime. And so we're gonna do. Kim, you got the trumpet that I needed. If you'd have sent it to me, though, I wouldn't have been able to play it. So there you go. So here it is. Here's the beginning song again, and I will always just put it at the beginning of this. I could put it at the end. I mean, here we go anyway, though. Let's hit it. It's showtime, my friend. How nice, come on in. It's so good to see you again. I got stories to share while I'm virtually there. It's showtime, my friend. It's showtime, my friend, with a tear or a grin. We're chomping the bit to begin. Wear sweatpants or slacks, let's take out the snacks. It's showtime, my friend. Now if you have to go, I want you to know it's easy for log right back in. Connection too slow, hope you don't miss the show. It's showtime, my friend. It's time to prepare for our online affair. I do hope you'll stay till the end. I tuned up my axe, sit back and relax. No matter how your day has been, we'll make you smile, make it all worth your while. It's showtime, it's starting in no time. It's showtime, my friend. All right. Well, it's not On the Road Again. Of course, you're already familiar with On the Road Again, so it's tough to come up to that thing. But after you've heard this about 100 times, you'll be going, yeah, don't play that anymore. Okay, I'll tell you what. Let's. I want to finish up then with what I call the TV segment music, and we'll just let it play out at the end as we've done before. And I am looking forward already to seeing you guys next week. See what I can bring to you. Be sure again, if you have not done it, subscribe to the channel, and you'll get notices when new things get posted. In fact, I'm starting to post some old family videos and some crazy stuff. You'll see me as a little kid growing up, and then you'll see me in my late teen years with hair all over my face and hair all down my neck and all that stuff. Now that I cut my hair, it's growing on my back. What's that all about? Why is there hair growing on my back? What do I need it back there for? Come on now. I don't need to keep it warm that way, do I? So anyway, subscribe to the channel, and also aside from that, give it a like too, because Facebook pays, or YouTube that is, pays attention to that and brings other people to the show because of it. So in the meantime, I will now disappear from your screen ever so slowly. Where's the library going? No! Sue Curtis, thank you. Like the new song. How nice. Well, again, I had help with it on this one. Had a young fellow who is working very hard to be a songwriter. By the way, that's very cool. We got together for our first meeting. He was so excited. He had just recorded his first demo song. I said, wow, that's pretty cool. I recorded my first demo song 53 years ago. And he says, have you made any money at it? Well, I made some money, but I had to spend more than that to make the money that I made. So I would say it's a net loss. I said, I hope you do better than I did so far. All right, everybody, we will see you next week. I'm going to go ahead and fade out the music too and look for you right here next time.